Nate's been up here for, I think this is about 3 days. Tomorrow will be the 4th day. We've been filming 12 hours a day on a big video project for us that you're going to be hearing more about. And with whatever slack time we have, and he brought Leo with him. I mean, this time he brought the grandson. And so he was doubly welcome when he got off the plane, I can tell you that. But besides that, of course, any slack time we have is doing the groundwork and taking care of the last minute preparation for the spec house, which is going to be here soon. I mean, it's coming. I'm doing my exercises. I'm doing my back exercises because that's going to be a big piece of work. And I just had a birthday and turned 61. So we're going to find out if a 61-year-old worn out carpenter can still build a house. I think we probably can. These first 2 items were labeled and sent as birthday presents. And let me show you this. This comes from Richard, got to get this right, Pittwood. And he has spent, in fact, some amount of time as a Sears demonstrator, I think, of scroll saws. And he sent me an email, said, hey, be watching for this. It's going to get there on your birthday. And it was packed. It was bomb-proof. And here's why. Not only has this guy spent years using scroll saws, but he's an artist. Can you see that? That's not just a knockoff paint by numbers kind of a scroll saw design of that blacksmith, because he incorporated the EC. And on the wrapping it said, fragile, razor cut, wooden plaque, handle like a Frito chip. And I can imagine he's exactly right. I hope that you can see the incredible detail and the uniformity of his lines. And Rich, I'm dazzled. Thank you very much. I have no idea how this sort of thing is done, but I can see it doesn't happen all by itself. Now the other thing that showed up, and I didn't get this out of the mail until today, is from Till and Edward and the team. There's some people that we've met through the channel that have been helping us a lot. Actually, they've been helping us with part of this video project we've been working on. And this is a beautifully bound copy of Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I haven't read this book since I was 28 years old. It made a big impression on me then. And I just open it up, very nice card, and just listen to this. So, first of all, before I just read what pops out, I don't consider this scripture, but I consider it wisdom. And in that it's wisdom, it overlaps with scripture, and there is much in here to recommend it. So if you have some time and are interested in how one of the biggest figures in Stoicism, the school of the Stoics that emerged from Greece, I think like 300 BC or something, if you're interested in how that distills down, listen to things like this. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Is there wisdom in that? Let one thing be your joy and comfort, to move on from social act to social act with your mind on God. So, thanks guys. I'm going to go through this again, 33 years later. So this came in the mail, but as a thank you card, there's a local young couple. They're just a great young couple with a great young family, and he's helping me with some physical conditioning issues that I've needed some help with. And he mentioned that his father-in-law was really into blades and knives and was watching the channel. And so they came out, the young couple and the mom and the dad, and we had a lovely morning in the shop, and everybody forged some railroad spike knives. And comes a nice card and a comment that Duane Phillips is deeply into knives and has been, and he mentions how he enjoyed being in the shop and making a railroad spike knife, first knife he's ever made. And he likes Damascus steel, and we talked about the parable of the Lord's Forge, which has become important in my shop and important to me and to some other people who are dealing with real adversity. And he's included this, and I don't know what to expect, but Duane, it was a pleasure having you and your people in the shop. Look at that. Look at that. Feather Damascus, feather on the sheath, Damascus bolster, beautiful. Wow, Duane, thank you. You didn't have to do this. Feather Damascus, I have to do some of that. Wow, thank you, Duane.
Get a good shot of this.
Look at that. It's beautiful. That's, thank you.
And the sheath alone is...
The sheath is fabulous.
I mean...
The sheath is fabulous. It's all fabulous. Wow. Wow. Nice deep etch. I love that. I love a tactile etch. Michael Sirois, S-I-R-O-I-S, in California. Sirois. Thank you for the support, man. Thank you very much. He likes the Stanley tape measure video because he loves Stanley tapes also. Thanks. Let's see this. Automatic rule. Avoid snapback. Stanley. Number H1260, made in USA. That's got to be an oldie but goodie. That's awesome. How does that retract? Right there, a little button on the side. This has got to be one of the first. Yeah, it's before the hook was slipped. It's when they had rigid hooks. That's awesome. Michael, thank you. Oh, avoid snapback. Don't do that. All right, that's going on the desk, man. That would never survive in the tool tank. It would be, it would be ground into the system here in the shop. That's going in the pocket. Wow, awesome. Thank you so much. This, wow, this is from John Grump, and he's in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And you know how you can find that you have things in common with other people? This is nuts. John and I are living and have lived very much the same life in different states. And he starts out talking about how twins can be separated at birth and grow up in different parts of the world and get back together and find out they pick the same kind of toothpaste and they like the same movies and he goes through this list of stuff, and right down from the Carhartt pants and jacket that we wear to the kind of welders in our shops and the kind of table saws and the kind of all of it. Everything. It's crazy. The kind of work that he's done, the kind of anvils that we have. Man, brothers by different mothers or something. And then he okay, that's a joke. All right, but I mean, you know, the euphemism. All right. And a $50 check. John, thank you. And Michael, thank you. So these two items remind me of an important point, and that is, if it wasn't for things like this and Patreon and selling the t-shirts and the things that are going on, we would have been done with this a year ago. We would have been forced to stop. We haven't been forced to stop because people have an interest in helping us keep it going. And there's a term. There's a term that's known as an executive producer, and that's a person that's involved with the production of a video enterprise. Usually you think of this in terms of television, but they're not on the set. And they're contributing in other ways, offset financially or with other logistical support. So Nate's our producer. But if we had credits after these videos, your names would be spooling down through those credits because we could not do this without the many ways that you are figuring out to be part of this effort. So thank you, John. I can't believe how many ways we overlap. We've got one more. Hang with us. This is interesting. It's good. It's stickers. Oh, I forgot. Rich had a little wooden tag in here. Yeah. This goes up on the file cabinet. John has a file cabinet like mine. Among other things, he's got a matching file cabinet. All right, so this is the last one. Comes to us from Ames, Iowa. David G. Fiedler likes the videos, appreciates the time and expense. Yes. Sitting on the edge of a seat with anticipation, looking forward to the house build series. So are we, getting closer every day. He has a request. If at all possible, I wish to have my business stickers placed on your filing cabinet. Thank you and enjoy life. And he has the location that he would like. He's got the outside corner drawn on here where he would like his two stickers. Architectural concept, design, build homes, finish, trim, carpentry. We really do it right. That's a great slogan, man. David G. Fiedler, you are a gutsy guy. You gotta love that. So here's the deal. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put them on this cabinet exactly where you have requested, but you gotta understand this. If that cabinet ever gets covered with stickers, if we ever run out of space, one of yours is gonna get covered up before anything else is adapted or removed or expanded. So you get two for now, exactly where you've requested them, but one of them is gonna be in play when this thing fills up. Thanks for these items. There are things that come that blow me away. And I just want to thank you so much for those gestures, and thank you for watching.